We live in an unpredictable world. One minute, life is cruising along, the next we're facing a catastrophe. Natural disasters, economic collapse, societal unrest. These aren't just plot lines from Hollywood. They're stark realities we need to be prepared for. You might think you have time, that these things won't happen to you, but trust me, when disaster strikes, you won't have the luxury of time. You'll be scrambling, desperate, and wishing you had listened. Out here in the wild, I've learned one thing: water is non-negotiable. It's the essence of life, the very foundation upon which survival hinges. When you're out in the wilderness, far from the comforts of modern civilization, the importance of water becomes glaringly obvious. Every drop counts, and every source is a potential lifeline. You can go without food for a while, but water's a different beast. While the human body can endure weeks without food, it can only survive a few days without water. The lack of water affects every system in your body, from your brain to your muscles, and even your ability to think clearly. Dehydration can set in quickly, and once it does, it can be a rapid descent into serious health issues. Without it, your body starts shutting down, and fast. Dehydration leads to a cascade of problems. Your blood thickens, your heart has to work harder, and your organs begin to fail. The symptoms can start with something as simple as a headache or dizziness, but can quickly escalate to confusion, unconsciousness, and even death if not addressed promptly. In survival situations, staying hydrated is not just important, it's critical. In a catastrophe, clean water sources can vanish in a heartbeat. Natural disasters, contamination, or even human error can render previously reliable water sources undrinkable. When clean water becomes scarce, the competition for it can become fierce, and the consequences of not having access to it can be dire. It's not just about quenching your thirst, it's about maintaining your health and your ability to survive. That's why you need a backup plan. Always have a strategy for securing water, whether it's knowing where to find natural sources, having the right equipment to purify it, or storing enough to last through an emergency. Preparation is key, and having a reliable plan can make all the difference when the unexpected happens. Invest in a good water filter, one that can remove bacteria, viruses, and other contaminants. A high-quality filter can turn even the murkiest water into something safe to drink. It's an investment in your health and your survival, and it's one of the most important pieces of gear you can carry. Learn how to boil water for purification, a simple yet effective method to kill pathogens. Boiling water for at least 1 minute can eliminate most harmful organisms, making it safe to drink. It's a skill that requires minimal equipment and can be a lifesaver in situations where other purification methods are not available. And always have water purification tablets on hand. These small, lightweight tablets can be a game changer in emergency situations. They are easy to use and can quickly make water safe to drink, providing a crucial safety net when other methods are not feasible. Trust me, those little tablets can be the difference between life and death. In the wild, every decision you make can have significant consequences, and having the right tools and knowledge to secure clean water is paramount. So whether you're an experienced adventurer or a novice explorer, never underestimate the importance of water. It's the lifeblood of survival, and being prepared can mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving. When disaster hits, your body becomes a survival machine, and like any machine, it needs fuel. We're not talking about that fancy organic stuff here, we're talking about calorie-dense, non-perishable food. Think rice, beans, canned goods, things that can last. And remember, store them properly. A cool, dry place away from direct sunlight will keep your supplies in fighting shape, because when the going gets tough, you need every ounce of energy you can get. Injuries happen, especially in a crisis. Whether you're out in the wilderness dealing with a natural disaster or just handling an unexpected emergency at home, knowing how to patch yourself up is crucial. A simple cut can turn nasty if it gets infected. Infection can set in quickly, leading to more severe health issues that could have been easily avoided with prompt and proper care. And a sprained ankle can mean the difference between reaching safety and, well, you get the picture. Mobility is key in many emergency situations, and an untreated sprain can severely limit your ability to move. That's why a first aid kit is your best friend. Bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, gauze. These are the bare essentials, but don't stop there. Consider adding items like tweezers, scissors, adhesive tape, and a digital thermometer. Learn how to use them, practice basic first aid, and don't skimp on quality. Take a first aid course if you can. Knowing how to properly clean a wound, apply a bandage, or even perform CPR can make a world of difference. Because when you're in pain, a well-stocked first aid kit is a lifesaver. It's not just about having the supplies, it's about knowing how to use them effectively. In an emergency, every second counts, and being prepared can save lives. Teach your family members basic first aid as well. Children can learn how to clean a minor cut or apply a bandage. This knowledge empowers them and ensures that everyone in the household can contribute in an emergency. Keep a first aid kit in multiple locations: your home, your car, and even your workplace. Emergencies don't wait for you to be conveniently located near your supplies. Having a kit within reach can make all the difference. Regularly check the expiration dates on your first aid supplies and replace them as needed. An expired antiseptic wipe or a dried-out bandage won't do you any good when you need it most. Consider adding more advanced items to your kit if you have the training. things like a tourniquet, a splint, or even an EpiPen for severe allergic reactions. These items can be critical in more serious situations. In today's digital age, having a first aid app on your smartphone can also be incredibly helpful. These apps can guide you through various procedures step by step, ensuring you don't miss any crucial steps. Community first aid training sessions are also a great way to learn and practice. These sessions often cover a wide range of scenarios and provide hands-on experience that can be invaluable in a real emergency. Finally, consider giving first aid kits as gifts to friends and family. It's a thoughtful and practical gift that shows you care about their well-being. In times of crisis, they'll be grateful for your foresight. Being prepared with a well-stocked first aid kit and the knowledge to use it can give you peace of mind. You'll feel more confident and capable, knowing that you can handle minor injuries and emergencies effectively. So whether you're heading out on an adventure or just going about your daily life, make sure you're prepared. A first aid kit is more than just a box of supplies. It's a vital tool that can make all the difference when it matters most. Chapter 4. Powering Up. In a catastrophe, those little batteries that power our world suddenly become gold. Flashlights, radios, they all need juice to keep going. Don't wait for the power to go out. Stock up on batteries of all sizes, and think beyond the usual suspects. A hand crank weather radio can be a lifeline, providing information and a glimmer of hope in the darkest of times. Chapter 5. Lighting the Way. Darkness is a survivalist's worst enemy. It hides dangers, amplifies fear, and makes even the simplest tasks seem impossible. That's why a reliable flashlight is non-negotiable. Get one with a strong beam, long battery life, and consider a headlamp for hands-free operation. And remember, batteries die. Always have a backup plan. Candles, lanterns, even a good old-fashioned lighter can make all the difference. Chapter 6. Igniting Hope. Fire. It's more than just a source of warmth, it's a symbol of hope, a beacon in the darkness. Knowing how to start a fire in any condition is a skill that can save your life. Matches are great, but they're fragile and susceptible to moisture. A ferrocerium rod, on the other hand, is practically indestructible and will throw sparks even in the pouring rain. Learn to use it, master it, your life may depend on it. Chapter 7. Battling the Elements. Out in the wild, I've faced freezing winds, torrential downpours, and scorching heat. Staying warm or cool can be the difference between survival and succumbing to the elements. Layers are key. Start with moisture-wicking base layers, add insulation, and top it off with a waterproof, windproof outer shell. And don't forget a hat. You lose a lot of heat through your head. Staying comfortable in extreme conditions is more than just about comfort, it's about survival. Chapter 8. Tools of the Trade. In a crisis, the right tools can be the difference between surviving and merely existing. A sturdy knife can be used for everything from cutting firewood to preparing food to self-defense. A multi-tool with its pliers, screwdrivers, and saw is like having a toolbox in your pocket. And duct tape? Well, duct tape can fix just about anything. These tools are more than just gadgets. They're extensions of your ability to survive. Chapter 9. Finding Refuge. Shelter is more than just four walls and a roof. It's a psychological haven, a place where you can feel safe, if only for a little while. A lightweight tent or tarp can be set up quickly and provide protection from the elements. Learn basic knots, practice setting up your shelter, and familiarize yourself with different types of terrain. Because when the world is in chaos, a little bit of shelter can feel like a palace. Chapter 10. Staying Connected. In a disaster, information is power. A small battery-powered or hand-crank radio can connect you to the outside world, providing vital updates and emergency broadcasts. Don't rely on your cell phone. Cell towers can go down. A whistle can be a lifesaver, signaling for help when you're lost or injured. Remember, staying connected isn't just about communication, it's about staying informed and hopeful. Title: Maintaining Humanity. It might seem trivial, but maintaining personal hygiene is crucial in a survival situation. Soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, these aren't just luxuries, they're essential for preventing the spread of disease and maintaining morale. Pack a small hygiene kit, and remember, a little bit of cleanliness can go a long way in a world turned upside down. Chapter 12. Fueling the Fire. Fire provides warmth, cooks food, and boils water, making it a cornerstone of survival. Having a reliable source of fuel is essential. Store dry tinder, kindling, and firewood in a waterproof container. Consider a small camping stove for cooking. It's efficient and can be used in confined spaces. Remember, fire is a powerful tool, but it must be treated with respect. Always practice fire safety. Chapter 13. Navigating the Unknown. When the grid goes down and GPS is useless, a simple map and compass become invaluable tools. Learn basic navigation skills, study your local area, and identify potential evacuation routes. Remember, technology can fail, but a map and compass will always point you in the right direction. Chapter 14. The Power of Cash. In a catastrophe, electronic transactions can grind to a halt. ATMs become useless, credit cards are just pieces of plastic, and cash becomes king. Keep a stash of small bills on hand. They'll be invaluable for bartering or making small purchases. Chapter 15. Protecting Yourself. When disaster strikes, the veneer of civilization can wear thin. Protecting yourself and your loved ones becomes paramount. Now, I'm not advocating violence, but having a means of self-defense is crucial. Pepper spray, a personal alarm, or even a sturdy walking stick can deter attackers and give you precious seconds to escape. Outro: be prepared, stay alive. In a world where the unexpected can happen at any moment, being prepared isn't just a good idea, it's essential for survival. Whether it's a natural disaster, a sudden emergency, or an unforeseen crisis, having a plan and the right tools can make all the difference. Look, I'm not trying to scare you, but I am trying to prepare you. Imagine a scenario where you have to leave your home in a hurry. Do you know what to take with you? Do you have a go-bag ready? These are questions you need to answer now, not when the crisis is upon you. The world can change in an instant, and when it does, you need to be ready. Think about the recent natural disasters we've seen: hurricanes, wildfires, earthquakes. These events can turn your life upside down in a matter of minutes. But with the right preparation, you can navigate these challenges more effectively. These 15 items aren't just things, they're lifelines, tools that can empower you to survive and even thrive in the face of adversity. From water purification tablets to multi-tools, each item has a specific purpose designed to keep you safe and secure. It's not just about having these items, it's about knowing how to use them. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Start preparing today. Sit down with your family and discuss your emergency plan. Where will you meet if you get separated? What are the evacuation routes? These are critical conversations that can save lives. Because when the unexpected happens, the only question you'll be asking yourself is, am I ready? And the answer should be a resounding yes. Take the time now to educate yourself, gather your supplies, and make a plan. Your future self will thank you. Remember, preparation isn't just about physical items, it's also about mental readiness. Stay informed about the types of emergencies that could affect your area. Practice your emergency plan regularly so that it becomes second nature. The more you prepare, the more confident and capable you'll feel when faced with a crisis. Skills are just as important as supplies. Learn basic first aid, how to start a fire, and how to find and purify water. These skills can be the difference between life and death in an emergency situation. Take a first aid course, watch tutorials, and practice these skills regularly. Your home should also be a safe haven. Make sure you have a designated safe room stocked with essential supplies like food, water, and medical kits. Reinforce this room to withstand natural disasters if possible. Knowing you have a secure place to go can provide immense peace of mind. Communication is key during any emergency. Have a reliable way to stay informed and to communicate with loved ones. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio can keep you updated on the latest news and emergency broadcasts. Walkie-talkies or satellite phones can be invaluable if cell service is down. Practice makes perfect. Regularly conduct evacuation drills with your family. Know the quickest routes out of your home and neighborhood. Familiarize yourself with local shelters and emergency services. The more you practice, the more prepared you'll be when every second counts. Knowledge is power. Read books, watch videos, and attend workshops on survival skills. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to handle any situation. Share this knowledge with your family and friends to help them prepare as well. In the end, being prepared is about more than just survival. It's about peace of mind. Knowing that you and your loved ones are ready for whatever comes your way can reduce anxiety and help you face the future with confidence. So take the steps today to be prepared, stay alive, and